What's up, everybody? We are back with Factorio Part 5. I did a little bit while off camera, not too much. The main thing that I did was get these fences up and running. I got the perimeter set around them, and I put some inserters to make sure they're always supplied with ammo. So now we are feeling a lot safer. We pretty much, for the time being, don't even need to worry about going outside of our factory to fight or defend anything, and we don't need to worry about them breaking our stuff anymore. So all in all, lots and lots done, but it was more menial, tedious stuff. If we take a quick look at the map, you can see this is our whole area. It's a nice big old box. This is our current factory, so we have a lot of room to expand. Even some more iron up here, which is nice. As that starts to get low, we might need to expand this power network. No, honestly, we're not producing enough to even think about it yet, at least not consistently. There was a few comments that I got on the last one that I wanted to mention because they are very helpful, so let us venture over to here. If you remember in one of the parts that I don't exactly remember, we made this little unofficial bus to kind of craft ourselves some materials. And I said that this was redundant and dumb, this line of copper wires. And that is very true. It is redundant, dumb, and we don't need it. But a nice fellow who I'll put on screen right now told me I could mix these together and I could save a lot of space. Now I'm looking at it, I'm trying to figure out what to do. I think honestly the best thing that we could probably do is just take it all apart. Or actually, before we do that, this gentleman also gave another helpful tip, which is that we are massively, man, I don't have any space. Just place these down so that we can and attack, but we're handling it. Shouldn't even have to look at it, really. Every now and then you gotta go repair the walls. That is sometimes food. Alright, we just put some junk in there. Not exactly the best plan or idea, but we did it anyways. Now back to what I was saying, what the gentleman mentioned was that we are way overproducing automation machines. We don't need all of them. In fact, for this machine, he mentioned, if you hover over it, and then I can't move my mouse because it'll disappear, but you can see I'm flicking to it. Look at that output and crafting speed section. It makes one automator every second, which is a lot. That is a lot more than I thought. That is 60 of these a minute, obviously. I'm only, I have this chest limited to 50. This thing fills up in a minute, inefficient, and I would have had no idea if it wasn't for that tip. So I want to thank him. Honestly, spent some time looking at all these throughputs. Like this makes 0.1, so you need 10 of these to make 1 science a sec. That's really helpful. Like, wow. Another attack, but it should be fine. We can go check it out. Not that we'll get to see them killing anything. And as you can see, they barely even touch the walls. Just a little bit of damage that we can patch up. Yeah, these turrets and this belt-fed feeding system is a lifesaver. It's going to save us so much time. I am thinking about going to kill this base up here, but I'm thinking about a lot of things all at once. I really got to focus on one, otherwise I will never get it done. So these make 1 per second using 3 wire, and these make 2 wire a second. So if this makes 4, if 2 of them make 4 per second rather, and this makes 1 per second using 3, I don't even know if you can convert this cleanly. I do think since we have this production up here, even if we were to start using all of these circuits, we would have enough wire. Or you know what? Maybe not. I think, to be honest, we're using a lot of that. So if you want to make more circuits, we're gonna have to make more of that. But we tore down that over there, so that's good. That's an extra bit of space that we have that we could use for something else. Man, if I had a chance to do it all again, I would do it differently. Which is what I said in my first playthrough. One of the big reasons behind doing this one, but it never ends, I guess. There's just always something you could be doing better. I don't see how we're going to fix any of my stupidity from here up, because I just have not so much stuff. It's not that much, but I really don't want to tear it all down. It's so much effort. But what we probably can do is after here, we can fix all this. So then our very limited production that follows will be much better. Another attack, but it's okay. We're handling it. I don't even think I need to add the screen shake effect on this one. And since I chose for a full lane of circuits, I can't do it exactly as I was imagining, but 3 lanes running is better than 4, which is something I probably could have figured out on my own if I ever took a second to think about anything ever. We're going to put a splitter here, split this off to the left, pull it like that. This makes 2 belts a second. Man, everything makes so much more than I thought. I'm thinking about the game completely differently now. I was kind of just putting down stuff and being like, if I put more than I think I'd need, I'll always have enough. But this is making 2 a second, and I'm using it for only production of splitters and underground belt. That takes 9. Let's round it up to 10. So we'll say 5 a second. The crafting time is a second on that. It's a second on that. So we need 5 of these every second. And these make 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. So you know what? We actually could put one more. So then we'll be making 10 per second, which means we can make 1 per second of underground belts, which is actually 2 because it makes 2 for 1 and 1 per second of splitters. Okay, that's kind of sick. I can get down with that. Oof, we're starting to regret not making long-handed inserters. I might go after this, go make some more of those by, not hand, but go make some production up here. Copy, paste, 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 paste. You don't have to click individually, but I wanted to make a fun cut. All right, so we've got that. Now, what would be best to put on here? Probably plate. What I think I'm gonna do, splitter it. Oh no, that doesn't work there. Splitter it here instead. Oh no, but I can't filter that, can I? Another attack, but it's fine. How are we gonna get plates onto here, but not the gear? Here? I suppose we could do splitter, splitter. That's an easy-ish way to do it. Actually, we should do gears and grab that, but we want it to be on the top so we can pull it there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and now we've got that going and we can put whatever gears. Okay, oh, this actually worked out quite well. So now we've got that there. We can put you here and we only need 4 because reasons, I think. Do we need 4? Do we just need 2 of those? I think we can get away with just 2 because each of these, they make 1 per. Yeah, I think we can just make 2 and they can each do different things. Okay, grab some more of these real quick. We don't need really anything else. We can make some more inserters and we can apply our knowledge. Let's get rid of that, elongate it just a bit so that we can, or no, we would have to do it on this side because you can't put an underground, or no, I can just use an underground elsewhere like this. Vroom and boom. I can pull you over here. Honestly, I would rather this be one line. Man, that guy is so smart. I really should have been doing it like this from the very start, but now that it's not like that, I just kind of am SOL. That would have been genius. I'm going to do that for my real mole. No, it should be here, there, and you splitter here and here. We've got that up and running. I really should have been thinking about this the whole time, shouldn't I? This is such like a different, it's like a whole new layer of the game almost. That it all makes sense, I guess. I've kind of just been playing as if none of this existed. Not even kind of. I have been playing as if none of this existed, which is kind of crazy. And you know what would also be good? Actually, not having these on the bottom, because I think the long-handed inserters will place it on the bottom. You'll see. Oh, and we also can't even do it like this because we're trying to get the, well, first of all, let's hook up this power to that. I just want to see big attack, huh? It's okay. I just want to see where you'll place an item. Like if I give you a long hand inserter. Oh no, I was right the first time. They're going to place it on the far side. Okay. Easy fix. No worries. Pick all those up. And now I think we're going to have to leave some space in between. Like just a gap. Pick all that up. You'll see what I mean. Alright, so if we leave 4 like this, I think we can have 1 inserting, 1 like that. 1 for here, and normally you wouldn't be able to power this. If there was no space here, I think it would be impossible. But since I left a bit of extra, I can do that. And if I were to say to you, make inserters and copy paste, what would you do? If I gave you 20 minutes of room alone with me. Yeah, okay. And so now that's going there. We can take this and that. Oh, we don't even need it for that, huh? Well, we can make fast inserters. Actually, that's good. That's good. Okay, we're gonna split you and say, I only want plates. We're gonna pull you down like that, and you're going to go across here like that, and we're going to try to do the same thing. You don't use or you use fast inserters for bulk inserters, but I would be remiss if I was making bulk inserters in this shite hole. Hold on, let's look at our ratios again. 0.5 seconds, it takes 1 inserter. This makes 1 every 0.5 seconds too. So the only thing that's really getting used up is the iron and the... So this will be 1-to-1. This will produce as long as I get rid of that. 1-to-1. I know I'm supposed to be making long inserters, but I'm getting distracted. Before I get too distracted, let me make sure I leave room for you to, well, leave. I don't really think we need fast inserters yet. We're not at a point where we're hurting for them, but I think I will be happy that I did this. We're going to limit this chest to that. We don't want any more slow inserters if we can help it. So unless these are making something, which I don't think, I mean, it'll be nice to have them, I guess, here. Or you know what we could do? We could pull this down with that. Yeah, that'd probably be a better idea. Instead of tearing it apart, repurpose it. Or why am I tearing it down if I'm going to repurpose it? Oh, this isn't even producing because we don't have iron at all? all coming from anywhere? There's no iron ore? Why? Because I got rid of it. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Not even I guess, it just does. Oh, but it's not treating me too kindly because I don't know where I can place more stuff. And it's not even that it's not treating me too kindly. I didn't do it in a smart way. But since this is kind of overflowing, maybe what I could do is bring it up a little bit more. Man, this is, as always, so jank. But now that it's working, what else can I... Well, I don't think that's working at all because I need to hit him with one of these maneuvers that way. Yeah, got it in one of those. Having a bit of an issue on this lane as well. Then we're out of splitters too. I mean, we are using a lot of plates, just to be fully honest. And not necessarily for things that are actively useful either, which is not good. Let's make some more of it. Why not? Oops, wrong one. No, I held it. Another attack, but it's up there. We know that's safe. I think that's the third time I've said that. Third time, here is the charm. So we're gonna actually go check that out, see if there's anything that needs repairing. We might even take a break from this whole automation nonsense. That's really complicated. We might just go kill some biters. We have plenty of ammo, 1,000 of it. Place the wall. Yeah, we got plenty of ammo. Got 30 turrets. No fish. That's okay. Yeah, I think we can just kind of, boom. That should be more than enough for these guys. Just the one base. I did that super slow, but it's okay. We're going to heal everything up. Got that dealt with. That'll lessen the immediate attacks that we get. Is that crude oil so close? It's almost begging me to start. Oh, green science. That's a good idea. We can get that. Oh, and another iron. Sorely, sorely needed. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get this boxed in. We're going to mine this out real quick. Not the whole vein by hand, but we're going to mine this stone. Get it out of our way. We cannot insert coal. It falls on the ground. I'm falling into... So we're going to surround this by a wall just before we even do anything else. I like making my walls too thick. I feel like one wall is peace of mind and two of them, it's a game changer. Wait, I think this is bad because I don't have the good power poles that let me cover a lot. And also, even in general, it just wouldn't work. I think I got to take this whole thing down. But that's okay. Let's just experiment some, yeah? Essentially, every miner, I need to leave a one space gap for right now. Otherwise, they won't have enough, or they won't be able to be powered. Fill up some turns real quick before we do anything else. So now we've got that, and they should all be powered immediately. As soon as I finish, we can pull this up and out. Or we won't, but I can put a fourth belt, and that'll let me use a balancer. The only type of balancer that I know how to make. Or no, you do it like that. Boom, boom, and you pull up here. And the same thing will happen here. In fact, we can get ready for it. You know, I don't even think we need to do this as of yet. Maybe later it would be really helpful, but right now, I think just having the individual lines flowing, and then I can kind of decide what to do with it after. All right, we got that. Now we're just gonna run some power poles all the way, all the way back to the base. She's a bit far away, but it's okay. Let's clear these trees on the way. We'll thank ourselves later. This is why grenades are so helpful. And you know, I could be working on that now. I feel we need more iron. I feel that's where we're starting to seriously lack. All right, so now we've got that powered. It won't exactly help us until we also get it rooted over here. But you know, one step at a time. I don't even have pump jacks unlocked, so I can't do much with that oil. I just need to do science. Got that up over, hold it out. That thing that automatically places down the underground belts is so nice sometimes, and other times it's so annoying. While we have some excess time here, I do want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the series. I made this expecting it to get 0 views since it's my first type of long form content. I was perfectly okay with making 15 episodes, which I've kind of in my head planned out. I was like, 15 episodes, I'll probably be in like red circuits and engines, just about to make my first space platform. And I was like, yeah, you know, if it doesn't start to get any traction at all by then, I'll say people don't want to watch me play Factorio, and that'll be fine. You know, I did start beatboxing on YouTube first. That is why 300 of you follow me, not for my Factorio gameplay. So it's nothing personal. If you guys don't like it, of course, but you seem to, and that it does tickle the heart just a bit. And so I want to make sure it is properly expressed. And I'm very grateful that you guys enjoy, and I will keep doing my best to make sure you guys do so for the foreseeable future. Once I can stop running into literally everything. Now let's just look and see where production is kind of slowing down. We can kind of put those in wherever we're like, oh, this is a bit slow. Like I'm looking over here, this is looking real slow. So let's just get rid of that turn there and we can route that over there. Full in walls, that's a beautiful thing. Let's just get rid of these trees, man. I know I keep saying it, but I miss grenades and I miss robots and I miss my big factory with all my toys and my stuff. I think Factorio does it a lot differently than other games, where I feel like when I restart Terraria, not Minecraft, because to be honest, everybody watches MCSR, which is like the speed runs. I mean, not necessarily, it is speed runs, but it's speed runs with like a filter. So instead of the way that Minecraft normally works, where you have a random seed and you just kind of have to hope that it's good for speedrunning, it gives you a good seed every time. So you just have to focus on the execution and of course learning a few different strategies, but much easier, I would say, than resetting forever and ever. But yeah, I feel like everybody's watched that and I don't know, I just kind of have an idea of how to progress really fast in Minecraft. In Terraria, when you restart, it feels so punishing to go from being able to fly and feeling like a god essentially into having effectively nothing. But I would say Factorio feels a lot different than that. When you restart in Factorio, it doesn't feel like, I don't know, it doesn't feel so daunting. Every problem that is introduced in this game is a problem of your own making. Like the biters will ramp up and they will start to evolve if you don't play anything, because that's just one of their mechanics. They will evolve no matter what. But the thing about it is, even if the biters evolve when you're not doing anything else, they won't attack you. They won't do anything to you. You can just sit in this game and do absolutely nothing, and nothing will ever happen to you. Every single bad thing that happens, every biter attack, every throughput issue is a result of either improper planning or genuine stupidity. And I think that's it's just refreshing. It's refreshing to play a game that feels like it respects its players so much. And not like respects in the way that, you know, it thinks the player knows best, because the player probably doesn't know best. Like right now, I'm about to route this into here. I definitely should not be doing that. Nope. Wrong way. Okay, good. We caught it before it could do any real damage to us. Now we're looking at this. That's going to be going down there. And this one, I wanted to go down here, and it doesn't matter how much throughput is on that one. A belt balancer would definitely be a nice touch in the future. Not in the right now. Yeah, we're only getting one lane out of this, but it's okay. We now have a lot more iron flowing in. And now I feel a lot more confident about starting the rest of the automation process. We didn't end up making the long inserters, like I said. I got distracted with exploring and fixing and making more iron. But that's okay, we have time. Yeah, look at that. Now we're getting plenty of iron. There is absolutely no worries here. In fact, these are my Jesus. These might even be a little not good anymore until we get red belts, because we just have so much flowing down now. But yeah, okay, this is gorgeous. Do we even need more? No, this is completely full. We don't need all this. We already have a little ammo mall, so I can kind of convert this to something else. In fact, you know, I could have left it to the eventual grenades, but I wanted those up there. Wait, eventually easily switch this to red ammo though. I believe it's called piercing rounds. Wow, this whole chest was set to be full always. That's a crazy expectation. And man, we didn't even have these producing the whole time. Okay, you can call me out on that one. I definitely should have been doing that, but it should be a perfect ratio now, which means I can't just gerrymander this and add green science to it. I think there should be plenty of space to get green science going. You guys think? For it, you need just transport belts and inserters. Okay, I don't want to pull those. Well, I do want to pull these, but I don't want to pull the other one, so I can just make these. Again, shouldn't be too hard. What did I do before? You know what? Let's start with the easier of the two, especially since this doesn't really have circuits by it. So just plates and gears. Easy. I really should have put these on one belt, man. That guy is so smart. Oh my, it's such a small difference, but it would have made such a big impact. I mean, but it's okay. The game is very forgiving. That's another thing that I really like about this game, because normally when a game trusts its players so much, I would say that comes with some downside, like being very, very unfriendly. Like this right here, I'm sure somebody better than me would never even dream of making the mistake putting that like that. Oops. Okay, hold on. I'll finish my point in just a second, but it's just one. So if I were to make 4 of these, I would have to make 4 of them for inserters. Takes 6 seconds to craft one of those. Hold on. If I do it like that, I can actually read it. So it makes 0.08 per second? Are you joking? 0.08. I need way more of this than I thought. 0.08, huh? I don't know why I did that, because you're not actually doing that. I was just trying to say. All right. I might need to... God damn it. I need to make a dedicated thing. Reduce that, because that's high expectations. Great expectations, like the Gatsby book. If I just pull this down one like that, then I can have you running here. Oh, no. No. Wrong. I can have you running here for the finished output of belts. I might even do double belts, actually. I might not do this. I might do double belts. We'll see. I can just copy it. So actually, I think it would be better to not do double belts yet. But we can put that there, the output from these. Hook it up with some power. Craft a couple more of those, just because we know we're going to need them. All right, and so now we have our belts for the signs up and running. Make another 4 of those. We can't do it like that, because we would need... I'm thunking. I'm really trying my best here, but my brain is too small. Let me go grab some inserters. Maybe it'll grow in a time. Or not inserters, belts. Fuck. And I'm going the wrong way. I'm looking at her. She's looking at me. Her old boyfriend's at the dance right now. What am I going to do? I think I'm gonna do the easy thing. I think I've thought too much. In my brain, it's gonna start overheating. It won't work properly anymore. So let's keep it simple, stupid. You know, kiss if you want. Copy, paste, and now for no apparent reason besides I couldn't figure out what else to do, we have that going again, and that'll make a full belt of those. Do we want a full belt of those? I mean, if we're really planning on doing some serious science, okay. I think this is taking shape now. So I can do the inserters down here. I can do 2 of those and 2 of those, and I can pull all of them out to this side, make the green signs over here, and route it like that. Pull this up just a little bit, just to show you what I mean. Pull it like that, and then we should be able to splitter it, or at least we should be able to add the input. I mean, I guess we could have done it like that too. I mean, it's fine. It kind of looks like the boot. It kind of looks like Italy. I mean, maybe it would be good to just have those 2, because green science does just take those 2 things. So maybe 2 full belts of it. Actually, a smart idea and not a dumb one. That is a maybe. Like, I don't even know if this will fit. I guess I can just get rid of 1 lab, right? It's just 1 lab. And it's not like I'm getting rid of it per se. I'm just putting it down here. Pop you here. Oh, and yeah, I have plenty of these and I never powered that. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take that out of here. And we're going to put these in here now. Like I said, I don't exactly know how worth it is to use the fast inserters yet. I don't think we're hitting any. Ooh, look at that. Speedy fucking boy. Look at the hands on it. Can you see it past the motion blur? I can't track it. Pull that through there. Good. Now we can just worry about how we are going to figure out my initial confusion. Does a fast inserter fit through that? It does. Beautifully, in fact. Beautifully so. So it's actually easier than I thought. I shouldn't have put it off for so long, because we can just curve it through there. Pull it up like that. We don't need you to do all this. We can just have you curve here. We can have you curve here. And then we are making inserters again. Look at us. Fast insert. I didn't exactly do it the best way, because, you know, the fast inserters are only picking up these. Well, how much do these use? They use the same amount of everything. So yeah, no, that was just a tiny misplay on my part, but it's okay. I'll forgive myself, even if you can't. Copy, paste. Awesome. Wait, this is 5, not 4, which is what I wanted. I mean, it doesn't hurt. Oh yeah, that's also 5. No, I was right. Okay, don't worry about me. Copy, paste. Still doing that. Be good. This belt, we need to make sure it runs this way, so it can go up, over, and out. We do want this to run again. So what we can do instead is have it like that. We do need to make sure that this still works even once we have it like that. We'll put that there and you there. Or no. What am I doing? Why would I do that? Why? You can put you there and have you do this, and then come out here. Good. And then just to get the production of science up and going, for now, we're not even going to finish. And we're going to pull this out long. Hell yes. That is green science. Oh, that's killer, man. Absolutely killer. Pull it out just a bit more. Sick. Can probably do you like that. Same with you. Though I don't know how that helps us. Eesh. I have too much coal. Why do I have so much coal? We're just gonna put the box here and put all the coal in there. Well, I didn't do really much of anything except get the coal out of my inventory. So I need to get you over here. We might need to take out another lab. Or I guess we could just carry it. We could just do our original plan, actually. That would be smarter. We're almost out of belts again, but as you know, we got plenty. But look at that. Now we're producing science. So once I do that, we should be making... Oh wait, do you only need half as many of these as you do of these? Because these make 2 per second. I didn't see that. Okay, so I would actually need 20 of these to keep up with the 10 of these that I made. That's okay. We got space somewhere, I'm sure. Okay, but that is handy to know. Wow, ratios are important, huh? We're just gonna watch this. In fact, we're gonna write it. We're gonna write it together. No cuts, no editing. I'm not even really gonna try to fill with the story. We're just gonna watch this adventure slowly. Oh, why did I stop? It's so boring. Oh, I didn't do this yet. All right, what are you guys feeling? Military 2 would be nice. Automation 2. Landfill. Nice. Easy choice. Electricity. Your inventory. We're not really hurting on power yet. Logistics 2. Automation. Military. Circuits. Advanced metal processing is an idea though. Military science pack? Yeah. I think that's going to be more important than military. We're feeling all right. It's none possible. I need military first. All right. Well, all the same, this is great. Because yeah, look, let's just ride it a bit longer. Look at them. You know what? I could have been replacing these while I wrote it. All right, science back up and running. Let's check the numbers on that. Another sharp increase from 0 to, what are we looking like? 14-ish? 15 maybe? That's not too bad. I think what'll definitely help, well, obviously expanding this would help. Copy, paste. Way more science. Not way more, but a bit more. We're gonna go finish up inserting those inserters, not inserting those inserters. We're gonna finish up doing the last bit of inserting. I wish I could have done a bit more, but I've been recording for just about an hour already. But I mean, lots of progress. I finished up that turret wall, which you guys didn't get to see. I got some more iron going. We've got green science flowing in. Killed a biter base. I don't think we're having any throughput issues. It does. I'm a bit sad all we automated is blue science. Or not blue science, blue inserters and green science. So you know what I think we'll do? We'll do one more thing for you guys here. Since we have excess transport. Since we have the excess transport belts, I think what we're gonna do... No, I shouldn't take from side. So I can always get more transport belts. Why are you slowing down? I'm looking at the throughput. It's looking back at me. Oh yeah, it's because of this thing right here. I really don't like that I did it this way. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I don't know how to fix it without red belts. And like a base that I designed from the start to be good. Get working on way more iron smelting. Yeah, I think, yeah, we're not even using all this iron. All right, we'll do this, automate one more thing, and we'll have to call that an episode, you guys. I think it's been a pretty productive one. It's been real fun. And you know, I'm gonna try a story time. If it's not well received, then I will take that. We'll just do that for now. I'll take that as my sign to you know, put the fries in the bag. Only talk about the video game for a while until at least I get better at telling stories. But let's just think, see what we come up with. I don't know what's on my mind until it comes out of my mouth. Alright, well this story's a bit more PG-13, but it's the first one that I thought of, and I'm not really feeling like putting any more effort into... What am I? I'm looking for inserters and conveyors. Any more effort into thinking about a different story. Steel plate, oh yeah. When I was younger, I would go over to my cousin's house, like all of the time, and spend many hours playing many different games and consoles. His parents weren't like mine. My parents, they're all right with video games. I remember my mom playing World of Warcraft from time to time when she wasn't a rampant evil woman and when I was much younger. But the people in my family who played games was mostly my cousin, her brother, which is my uncle, and his brother, which is my other cousin. And so we would play basically everything on the Wii. We'd play every single shitty little Wii game that they had. There was one called like Nerf Strikers or something like that we loved, and we tried to beat it a ton, but we couldn't. That's where my love of Terraria comes from. Minecraft less so, but Terraria for sure. TF2, it was great. It's that classic cousin experience that everybody wants to have, you know? Man, this throughput is really bad. Like really bad. Really, really, really bad. Why is it slowing down so much? But to finish the story, one day we were at his house, We were chilling, and we wanted to record a lot like this. We wanted to record some gameplay footage, just of us playing. I don't remember why we wanted to or what exactly we wanted to record. I just remember that we wanted to. And so we go and we find my uncle's camera, and maybe as an adult, you don't really take other people's stuff without asking. It's just kind of rude, and I don't think it'd be very well received. But you're kids. Obviously, there's no malicious intent. We weren't trying to steal from them. We just wanted to use the camera to record some YouTube videos. And we go on there, and we're kind of just looking through all the stuff that's in there. And we click on one of the videos, and we find my uncle's sex tape with what is a very young looking lady. He, at this time, is like 30. The nigga was old. And now he's even older, because I was probably about 6, 7. Not to make that joke again, but I was. And so it just didn't seem necessarily right, that he was doing this. Even at the time, didn't seem right. But my cousin just kind of, I don't know, he just kind of swiped it away. He was like, whatever. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, he has tons of those. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? He has tons of them? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I don't tell my aunt, obviously, because I'm young and I didn't even have like the sense of justice to be like, he's cheating on you. It just wasn't there. But apparently everybody knew. Like, I went later and I told my mother about it, and she was like, yeah, that's your uncle. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean that's my uncle? You just know everybody's just chill with this? And yeah, that's pretty much the whole story. It is just kind of how I was traumatized by that. And how everybody else in my family was like, yeah, that's just kind of how this family is. A bunch of fucking weird, horrible people who all happen to share some blood with each other. Looking at that, I'm thinking it can be a bit better. Yeah. I did leave out a couple details just because I do want it to be, I want it to be somewhat listenable for somebody who is not super old. Yeah, that's just fine because it goes here anyways. All right, that completely fixes that issue, that throughput issue. Hopefully it doesn't cause another one, because it looks like that's still flowing. I'm pretty sure that still goes into there, right? It's just whenever it's not. Whenever it has a gap, it'll go into this top one. That's fine. We fixed the throughput there, and we got new technology. What is it? We got a whole bunch of nothing. That's okay, though. It don't matter. And I thought this was that. I was like, why is there coal in my science factory? But yeah, I don't know why. That's such like a prominent memory for me. It was obviously the first time I'd ever seen anything like that, of course. But just the nonchalance my whole family had about it was very surprising because, even at that young age, I was like, this can't be right. This is what we're doing? Really? Oh, but apparently it was, And normally I wouldn't air out people's business if they didn't give me permission and all that good stuff. But these guys are kind of dill-holes, so I don't feel too bad about it at all. I don't even feel a little bit bad about it. I won't lie to you. All right, we've got that. There we go. We couldn't exactly double it because I ran out of space just a bit. I mean, we could get rid of that, and we might even, because it's looking like we have more than enough of these. Yeah, just get rid of that. Put one more down here. And you know what's funny, actually, to conclude the story, later, like years later, of course, we heard about him cheating again, because that's what he does. He's a cheater. We heard about him cheating again. The message that I got to see on my mother's phone that he had been sending to ladies was like he was talking about how it's ridiculous to even say it out loud, I'm not gonna lie, but he said when he has sex he does it long dick style. And to this day, I've never forgotten those words because it is so funny. What the fuck is long dick style, bro? As opposed to what? Short dick style? Like, what are you talking about? Long dick style. You're just like you're just bragging is kind of how I take it now. But I think the motherfucker really does call his whatever fucking long dick style, his fucking bleach, his Zanpakuto, his domain expansion, long dick stuff. But yeah, I think we're just about done. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy with what we've achieved. We're completely safe. We've got more iron than we know what to do with. We got green signs up and running. Let's pick our last few upgrades before we go. Get that. Engines, important, but not quite yet. Weapons, so we can go do that. I wanted military science. I think, yeah, that'll be very important. And yeah, we're really, really, really getting somewhere. More so than last time, because now we actually have the infrastructure to expand. We have iron coming in. We have more copper than we know what to do with. And this right here that we can still mine out. Green science being produced en masse, and we can make infinite more labs. Not infinite, but we can make quite a few to keep just pulling down and researching. And yeah, this is amazing. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like it, make sure you like and subscribe because it helps me out quite a bit. And yeah, that's just about it. I'll see ya.